Hello, welcome. What you're about to see is not for the faint-hearted. What you're about to see is what I like to call the scary doors. Good luck.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to I'm not Douglas on Reviews, and I watched the 21st episode of the Twilight Zone. I have not much to say about the Twilight Zone, except for the second story was not it. The second story was just not it. But let's just start with the first story, shall we? We're in the middle of nowhere, but it's more farmland, there's grass, but it's basically in the middle of nowhere. And there's a road, and there's a car on the road with the trunk open, and we see the guy at the left front wheel sitting on the ground. Well, he is on the ground, so the camera goes closer, and we see that he is changing his tire. Well, I could have guessed that even without coming closer. But he's changing his tire, and when he got his tire off, he went to the back, and he got out his spare. He's a bit tapping his forehead, and we close the trunk, and suddenly, all of a sudden, there's a guy standing there in front of the car, and the guy asks, "Where do you come? Where did you come from?" "My farm." That's it. That was his answer. "My farm." Nothing more. But we're gonna leave it at that, because if you don't know what's going to be next, watch the episode yourself. That movie. Well, actually, go watch my movie review for The Dirt that I just watched. Good movie. A bit later, there was a part where the guy that was all of a sudden, I think his name was Y. And well, he asked the guy to come closer, so he came closer. I said, a bit closer. And then he whispered something in the guy's ear. The guy started to laugh, and all of a sudden he started to scream, "Oh!" What the fuck is going on? What the fuck did he say? If you don't know what he said, go watch the episode yourself. It was a good first story, because it was kind of interesting. For okay, what the fuck just happened? The second story, on the other hand, was a bit less. I don't know if it was about vampires or about werewolves, but it was one or the other. It was just not really it. So, overall, I will give this episode a 3 out of 5. Yeah, it was not the best episode, it was not the worst episode, so a 3 out of 5 is decent. It's a decent rating for this episode. But don't forget to leave a like, comment, a good show down below in the comments, subscribe to the channel, come join Discord. I'll see you guys next time. Sorry, tomorrow will be no Twilight Zone and no movie. So I'll be back on Saturday.